Hey guys, what's up? What is up? Kuya Jason with Our Life in the Philippines. I just want to give you guys a little update on our landscaping projects and just working around the house. Before I forget the name, I want to show you this real quick. So this tree is a Moringa, and this tree is only about 6 months old. Yeah, 6 months old. And it's, I don't know, 20, 30 feet, 25 feet probably. So the amazing thing about these trees, why I wanted to tell you about this, they start with a stick. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. That tree started with a stick like this. 6 months ago, my wife got this stick, not this one, but a stick, and she just stuck it in the ground, and it grew this freaking tree. It's amazing. My father-in-law came up one time and he cut it. I think you want to trim it so it like bushes out and doesn't get so high. So I really like this tree, so I told my father-in-law, hey, I want a couple more. This is a papaya. This also started really small. This was only about 4 months old, and it's already about 8 foot tall. So I told my father-in-law, hey, I want some more of these trees back here, give a little shade. So he comes up and he brings these logs, and he just planted it in the ground. I was like, what? There ain't no way that thing's gonna grow into a tree. Look at it. It's already sprouting. So this thing, hopefully it'll be a bigger tree than that, because that started with a small little stick, and look at the size of that trunk. It's huge. So this one, this one's a big stick. So we got 1, 2, and 3. I got 3 planted. Oh, and then these are dragon fruit. We put these pillars in here so these dragon fruit will grow on here. I really like dragon fruit. That one's growing pretty good, actually. Moringa. So Filipinos, they eat those leaves. So you can see this one is already sprouting. So this will turn into a tree. And then this one, this will turn into a tree. So I told my wife, I said, wouldn't it be funny if like a farmer cut down a bunch of those trees and like put fence posts? I said, if they use those trees as fence posts, wouldn't the fence posts grow into trees? And she said, yeah, that's what they do. They do that all the time. They'll plant those as fence posts and then they grow into trees. It's amazing. So I have been working outside all day today, and what I have done, I'll show you here. This section back here, I finally decided we're actually going to, the reason why we haven't planted any grass back here, we're gonna put concrete. So we'll step down, we'll put concrete from there over to there, a couple foot up. This will be a 1 solid concrete pad, and then I'll have a roof underneath of these mangoes. These mangoes might be a problem. I might have to trim them, but I want to have a section down here so my wife has somewhere to do all of her gardening, because she does it all up on the porch and takes up a lot of space. So I want her to have a nice space. So over here, this is where I've been working all day today. What is missing, guys? What is missing? No more chickens. I am sick of the chick. No more freaking chickens, guys. I'm tired of them. And to be honest, ever since somebody broke in and stole all my baby chickens, the chickens have been like PTSD. They won't sit on the eggs. When they do sit on the eggs, they start breaking them. I was like, F these chickens. I'm sick of them. So I got rid of them. I just gave them to my in-laws. They got a farm. So, sorry guys. I'm not a chicken guy. I'm not a cat guy. And I'm not a chicken guy. Done with the chickens. No more. So this is going to be my wife's working section here. Turn this into a table. So still got a little bit of work to do, but basically she's going to put all her potted plants down in here, give her a little extra place to work. And then she can put some plants up on the top, plants in there. I used that geotextile because I still have quite a bit left over. I rolled out 2 1-meter sections here, and then I took some gravel from the driveway because it's a little thick. I still need to get a little more, but I graveled this section in. So look at that, no more mud. No more mud, no more chicken crap. And then on this section, I put some geotextile to catch the rain coming off. And just keep all the mud. I'm sick of mud, man. All this freaking rainy season, you got all this mud. You got to keep my drains clean. Got drains all along the walls. My wife got all these plants out here. These will be going in there, I believe. I think she's gonna do up this whole section, make it look nice. It's getting dark. It's after 6. But yeah, I've been out here freaking 6 hours working on this. Pressure washed everything, got rid of all the chicken crap. And another thing I want to show you guys. Somebody asked me a while ago, how do you get rid of like trash? How do you get rid of trash in the Philippines if you live out in the province, like way out? If you live closer to the town or on the main roads, you can just put your trash in bags. And believe it or not, they actually have trash trucks that come around and pick up your trash. Well, out here in the province, anything burnable, you'll burn. Papers, cardboard, wood, burn in the burn barrel. And then for food, I have a little compost bin here. I put the food in here, and then I put a little bit of dirt in there just to make some rich soil, let that all compost. I put a bunch of worms in there, and chicken crap. So that'll be really good soil. So that's how you get rid of your food scraps. And then the, what do you call, recycles, we recycle. And then I'll call somebody. I'll call a guy, and then he'll come up with these big burlap sacks, and he takes all the recycle. And believe it or not, he wants to pay me for the recycles, and I'm like, I don't want no money. You're doing me a solid just taking the crap out of here. So he'll take it down to the recycle place, and then he'll actually get paid, 200-300 pesos. He wants to give me like 50 pesos. I'm like, I ain't worried about it. Pay for your gas. So I got palm trees coming next week. I've made a few changes in what I'm thinking of doing. So we had an avocado tree here, and it started dying. And I think the reason is because this ground, all of this ground really, is really hard clay. And when I dug the hole, I dug it twice the size of the pot, which is what you're supposed to do. Plenty of depth, and then I put some loose soil in there. Well, because of that clay, it still becomes like a clay pot, and it just holds all that water. It doesn't let that water really absorb into the ground. So I think that tree was getting too much water. What do you guys think? Any of you botanists, do you know anything about trees, avocado trees? It seemed to me like it was getting too much water. All the leaves fell off and the tree seemed like it started getting like rotten. So I don't know. So instead, what I'm going to do, I got 4 palm trees, those foxtail palms. I'm gonna put one here. I was gonna put one there and one there. And my wife, she said she really don't want them in the front yard. It's gonna block the front of the house. So instead, I'm gonna put one there. It should be okay with the, with all the moisture. And then I think I'm gonna put one down in here, maybe like 20 feet from that. Somebody was telling me the fronds on those foxtail palms get like 15 feet from the center of the tree once they get like full grown. So you need like a 30-foot radius on this tree. So put one there, probably put one down in here just to add something to the front yard. I think I'll leave the front yard the way it is for now. And then on the side of the house, I'm gonna put 2. I was gonna put 3, but when I started thinking about it, man, if these things really get as big as they say, I'm only gonna have room for 2. So I'll probably put it, I was talking to one guy and he said at least 15 feet from the roof. So that's gonna put it about 5 or 10 feet from that wall. It can be closer to the wall because it's gonna overhang. I'm not worried about that. I just don't want it touching the roof. So I'll probably put 2. That's my plan. Well, what do you guys think? Oh, almost forgot. I should have said this in the beginning. Hey guys, I am almost at 5,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. Let's hit 5,000. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it together. And I want to thank all you guys for watching the videos. The little extra money that I make from the videos really goes a long way. The whole driveway, it costs like close to $300. That was all paid for by YouTube proceeds. All of my landscaping was all paid for by YouTube proceeds. All the grass, all the topsoil, all that. It's all been paid by YouTube. And yeah, so my next project's gonna be the trees. Let's get them trees done. And those will be paid for by YouTube proceeds. So I wanna thank you guys all for supporting us. We're not asking for money, never ask for money. Just like, subscribe, hype the video, and stick around for more videos. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.